Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Honest Blade back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing my future plans for Forbidden, as I kind of touched on the last video I did for this channel. Anyways, if you're new here, this channel is dedicated to all my things Forbidden. I do have another channel with gaming, other topics, just being my weird orthodox self. But this channel here is dedicated to all things Forbidden, at least most of the time. Anyways, let's get started. So in my last video, I spoke about my first character for 2023 was going to be my character, Lisa Alice. Although I did mention another character, at the time I didn't really have a name for him. His code name now, it's not the official name. It would not be the official name for the character. It's Hyun, which is Korean, because the character I'm trying to create is another Korean character. I haven't had a Korean character since Sanjin and Nari, but I do want to create another handsome male character for Forbidden. Now, I still need to work on his story stuff, like what his magic powers are going to be. He obviously is a good guy, but I do hope to make more like, a loner type. Or if not a loner, at least another character that's associated with the well-established characters. Like, let him be associated with other characters who are not as popular, or possibly future characters. But anyways, this Lisa Alice and Hyun, Conan, I hope I'm saying that right. Hyun. So, now, if things go the way I want them to go, Lisa Alice actually will not be the first character done for the year 2023. Because if I am able to get an answer from Hyun's artist, which I will hopefully have before the end of this month, which is pretty much the end of the year, he's an artist who I've been a big fan of. I'm a huge fan of. I even use some of his artwork in my thumbnails from my other channel. He draws men, in my opinion, I don't care what no one says. He draws men so perfectly. Let me see if I can find, because a lot of his stuff is not safe for work. So let me see if I can find a picture which is safe for work side, because obviously I'm not trying to get my channel taken down. And, he is someone I would want to work with forever, but in the past, he was really anti-commission because he had a situation with a former client. Long before I even asked him, found the picture. This is Luke. This is Safe for Work Luke arc he did, by the way. If you know this artwork, you know who I'm talking about. So, he had a client in the past that was not so thrilled with the work. So, ultimately, that discouraged him from doing any future commissions. But I had a good talking with him, and he said he would consider it. Now, did he tell me yes? Absolutely. No, he did not. Because not only, which is something I could relate to, having life issues, he's also has a medical issue that's kind of interfering with his drawing. So if that medical issue continues to hinder him, he will not be able to take me on as a client. So I'm hoping that he can, and of course he has to give me a price, because I'm waiting for that's another thing I'm waiting on too. He has not given me a final price, and I hope I can afford it. I did put some money aside, but it won't matter how much I put aside if the price he gives me is out of my price range at the moment. Which will now lead me to Lisa Alice. I contacted my friend George. And George is someone I've known for a minute now. But at the time me and George became associates, I call people who are nice friends, but I would make it's more of an association. George, I was working with other artists that I trust. And not saying George was distrusting, but these other artists I have better standing with. I work with them longer. We have a good rapport with one another. So I kept kind of putting George to the back burner. Like, no, not this time, George. He will come to me in my Twitter DMs like, hey, Honest, or do you want me to do a commission for you? Like, obviously not for free, but he was seeing if I was available. And I would tell George, like, no, George, I'm not available right now, but thank you so much. He's been never once cursed me out, belittle me, made me feel like a piece of shit, anything like that. He always was like, okay, Honest, just let me know when you're ready. I'm always here. And I also will be leaving a link to George's Twitter page. It is non-safe for work. George does do both safe for work artwork and non-safe for work. So it's really up to you. And his prices depends. If you're doing it for personal, it's pretty affordable. And his commercial prices are affordable too, which is why I might end up commissioning him. But if you're just going to George just for personal artwork, like something like that you will use, you won't use make money out of it unless you make some kind of arrangement between you and him, it's pretty affordable. So I told George, George, in 2023, you've been so kind to me. I spoke to him earlier today. I like, George, you've been so kind to me, you've been very patient, and I feel very comfortable with you. I want to work with you in the near future. And he told me his price. He said, okay, honest, for commercial artwork, for commercial, $200. And I'm like, that's not bad at all. Is it more than I normally spend? But I normally spend between 50 to like a little over 100 on my characters. But it's okay to go a little bit further. And even though my life is not perfect, I'm not the baller, I'm not Mr. Moneybags. But I do get immense joy when I see my characters being drawn by amazing artists. A lot of people might consider it a waste of money, waste of time, but it brings me a lot of happiness. And there's not too many things that make me happy nowadays. That's one of them. So I'm never going to feel bad about spending money, that's my hard-earned money, by the way, on something that makes me happy. So I'm more than okay spending $200 on a commission. I wish I could spend more on different, depending on the artist, but right now $200 is not bad. But I told George already, I will most likely work with you in February, because January I'm praying that the artist that I want for my character, Hyun, gives me the answer. So Felice, I will know before the end of this week if that's going to happen or not. If not, I would just work with George in January. So, it's a win-win situation, but I'm really hoping that the artist I want to work with for the month of January says yes to me. Otherwise, I'll just have to work with George and either circle back to him or find another artist that fits the kind of art style for my new Korean male character. Next, I want to talk about, as you guys follow my blog, which I know is not too many people, I recently created another character called Sarah Libel. Her powers are shockwave manipulation. Sarah Libel is a character I definitely want to do. Right now, my roadmap, I'm sorry, I'm going to get back to Sarah. Between January, it's either a coin toss between Hyun and Lisa Alice. And then in March, April, I'll be focusing on Sarah, along with a story that would be following the character as well. So I'm kind of deviating, not too much, but I am deviating for the roadmap I initially put on my blog. But like I always said, that roadmap was never solid. It was just the roadmap I created at the time. And any of these things like that, my blog, George's Twitter page will all be down in the description at the end. So, well, not at the end. It'll be in the video. I don't know why I said it like that. You gotta wait to the end of the video to see the description. So, right now my plans are either Hyun or Lisa Alice. I don't know yet, because it depends on the first artist's answer. If his answer is yes, then Hyun is a go. If his answer is no, or he can't do for whatever reason, will I be disappointed? Absolutely. But I also understand his health comes first. And that means I would go to George and we'll get Lisa Alice started. And then that would either make a quicker time for me to get to Sarah, or just focus on other things. Because I did our characters, I'm not making too many new characters. Sarah's actually was made towards the end of this year. I made her only a couple days ago. Lisa Alice is a character I had for a while. Hyun, he's new as well. But I think outside of Sarah and Hyun, maybe certain exceptions, but I really want to start cracking down on more other characters I created and established for Forbidden, but just have not have professionally drawn. But like I said, that takes the money and time, me not, finding the right artist for the character, etc., etc. Because I never want to have the same artist draw my character over and over and over. I like to work with other artists, but also got to make sure they don't rip you off. They move at a decent time. And, their commission price for commercials not too high. Because another thing, as I noticed, as I look for commercial artists, a lot of artists do not like doing commercial work. That's up to them. That's their prerogative. But a lot of artists really do not do commercial work. But anyway, that's pretty much my plans for now. I'm hoping that, guys, please pray for me that I get my yes before the end of the year. If not, I'll get onto Lisa Alice sooner. And pretty much it. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. Check the description for links. George is right now taking commission, so if you don't got, because I'm waiting for another artist to answer me, doesn't mean you gotta wait. If you check out George's stuff and you like his artwork, in my humble opinion, is very amazing. Please check George out. You can subscribe to the channel, check out my main channel, check out the blog. About Purchase Forbidden, you haven't already. And catch me on Instagram, trying to get more people to follow me on Instagram and vice versa. I do follow back as long as you have content on your channel. Not on your channel. Content on your Instagram page. So don't think you follow me, I won't follow you back. I will follow back. Just have content on your Instagram page. Of course, it can't be nothing distasteful in my opinion. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Thank you for listening to me. That's my plans for 2023. Onyx Blade out. Love you guys and have a good day. Stay safe. Ciao.